I read 10 books in July, so let's talk about them. Let's start with the one everyone is talking about lately, which is of course Starsight. And I would say with good reason, because I ended up rating it 4 stars. I've done a more thorough review if you're interested, but I definitely think it was an entertaining read and one of the better romantices I've read in a while. Then also worth noting, I continue with the Stormlight Archives and read Rhythm of War, which, if you don't know, is the 4th book in the series. I loved this. To me, it was on the same level as the 2nd book, and I rated that one 5 stars. So, of course, I also rated this one 5 stars. Then, because I couldn't let this series go, I ordered Wind and Truth and also read that one. And let me just say that I understand now why there's coming like a second arc to this series. I ended up rating it 4 stars. It didn't get me as excited as I'd hoped for, but oh my god, I can't wait to read that second arc whenever that comes out. This book was also a part of my 7 books in 7 days challenge. It was a crazy challenge, but it also made me read Mortal Engines, which was a fun, fast-paced read, definitely targeted towards a younger demographic, but can still be read by adults, so I ended up rating it 3.5 stars. Next up as part of the challenge was People We Meet on Vacation. It was not my favorite Emily Henry book, but nonetheless I still liked it and I ended up rating it 3.75 stars, so I would say that's a pretty good rating. Then I read Bride, which is not my first Ali Hazelwood book either, but it's neither my favorite. Much spicier than I remember her other books and also a lot funnier. But sometimes funny in a bit ridiculous way. So in the end I found it to be just fine and I rated it 3 stars. Then I read a selection of poems for the first time, which was The Sun and Her Flowers, and that was probably my biggest surprise this month because I ended up rating it 4.5 stars. I really liked it. Then we have possibly my biggest disappointment, which was Archer's Voice. It was much spicier than I had expected and didn't really deliver the emotional turmoil that I had expected and wanted. So 2.5 stars. And I finished up my classic of the month for June in the beginning of July, which was Two Towers, which is the 2nd book in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I definitely liked this one more than the 1st book. It was much more entertaining and I felt more drawn towards the story, which made me rate it 4 stars. I think I'm going to like the 3rd book even more. What am I doing? And then my classic of the month for July was The Kreutzer Sonata, which was definitely an interesting read. I sometimes find it hard to rate these classics, but it felt like a 4 star to me after I finished it, so that's what I ended up rating it. But how many books